Today we're going to talk about the 3 easiest trades in Bitcoin that you can make in the next few days to a week or so. And remember, when we talk about trading these short-term trades, what I'm giving you is setups so that you can make the trade when and if the setup happens. Let's get started. This is Crypto Intel and I'm Max. Okay, so let's take a look at the 3 easiest trades in crypto today. And again, as per usual, what I'm doing here is giving you trade setups. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to take the trade today, but if the conditions that I outline follow through, that's when you would take the trade, okay? I like to give you trade setups here so you can make the trade on your own, and I can talk about the trade before it happens, so you're not too late to the trade. Let's first start by just taking a look at Bitcoin, and you can see that Bitcoin is in a range right here. Yeah, I like to keep it right around here, right around, looks like 41,200, and it's ranging up right like this to about 44,200. So, you know, that's about a $3,000 range. You could take a short-term trade here if you want to play this range. It does seem to be bouncing a little bit off the bottom part of the range here. I'm not going to take that trade, but that's something you can look to do if you want to do a short-term trade. The outlook for Bitcoin, I think, is pretty clear. It looks like it's going to be ranging between now and when we hear about the ETF that's coming around the 10th of January. That's when we're going to see a clear demarcation of where Bitcoin is going to go, which way it's going to break this range, whether down for a short-term dip, a kind of sell on the news type of thing, or up as the beginning of a much longer trend. I mean, in general, Bitcoin is trending up. I believe it's going to trend up for the next 2 years. So any dips, to me, would be a buying opportunity. Okay, but let's take a look at the 3 easiest trade setups for the next week or so. And the first one I'd like to take a look at is Ethereum. There's a lot of negativity about Ethereum going around in Twitter or X, and I think it's going to be a good trade. I think Ethereum is going to be the next one to have a nice move. So the key to any altcoin is to look at it in terms of its Bitcoin pair. So let's take a look at that first. Let's look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And you can see here that I've drawn, which looks like a falling wedge here, and it's clearly broken out of that wedging here, that this downward trending slope line here. And we are kind of, you know, accumulating right here above this. It looks like this vertical range. Let me just draw a line on it, like so. You see how we're kind of setting on this trend line here. Now, ideally, I would like to see Ethereum break above this last lower high. You know, Ethereum has been for the past year having lower high after lower high. Now it seems we're really on the cusp here, and if Ethereum breaks above the 0.058 on its Bitcoin pair, I think that's going to be a great trade, and I think it's going to move forward for Ethereum. So, you know, right here, what I would be looking for would be a break right here of this trend line, this accumulation range, right like this. And you can see, let me just draw another one right here. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. What we're looking for is a break of the range. We are mid range right now, but if we do break this going up and it looks good, it continues to look good on the Ethereum BTC pair, that's where I would make that trade. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, let's take a look at Kaspa. And again, all of these trades have been doing good against Bitcoin for the past, you know, some months. They all have good fundamentals. So what I like about this trade is that if you draw a fib retracement from the last breakout, you can see that it's been hovering right around the 0.76 line. You see that right here? Let me draw that for you. There we go. 0.76, right? You can see that's right here. Here we go. Now it's starting to break out, so I think this is a good trade. If it dips back a little bit into this range right here, that would be when I would enter the trade. And again, on these smaller altcoins, you don't want to do a full size. What I would do would be maybe half a size or a third of your size, because once we know about the ETF on Bitcoin, there could be a drop. Usually before the halving, which is next April, there is usually a 20 to 30% drop in Bitcoin sometime between there, and altcoins are going to go probably 40 to 60% at that point. That's why I would only do a trade about half size around this area, because if it does go up, okay, that's fine. If it does dip down, you have another half a size to buy, so you can layer in that way. So Kaspa is the next one. And then the final one is in the gaming area. This is more of a riskier trade because it's a smaller gaming play, but I think Big Time is a great gamer to buy. It has good fundamentals. It had a nice run, but again, you can see if we draw a fib retracement from the breakout all the way up to where it was, which is at about 98 cents, you can see that it's retraced back to the 6.8. And again, between the 6.8 and the 0.76, this is your golden zone. This is where you want to buy in if you want to play the retracement trade. And again, same as with Kaspa, I would do a smaller part of my trade, because it could go back lower in the next few weeks, but it could shoot back up again. Again, all these are going to be dependent on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is ranging right now. It probably will range for the next few weeks. And so some of these trades might trade back up to their highs. They might just stay where they are and then dip back down. But these are the setups that I'm looking at for the next few weeks. Okay, that's all for now. If you like the content, please give us a like, subscribe if you will, and I'll see you on the next one.